Greetings and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today we are taking a look at Amber, the very first character everybody acquires after arriving here in Lamsand. That doesn't count the traveler or the main protagonist. And as a very beginner-friendly character, people don't really expect much out of her. When you look at lists on the internet, she is at the bottom or near the bottom. She doesn't deal that much damage with her auto attacks, and her Baron Bunny ability is questionable in usage when it really counts, as in fighting elites. However, Amber does have something that can definitely help her stand out from the crowd, and it definitely help take out some very particular enemies that we'll look at in another video. But anyway, let's take a look at Amber, shall we? So first of all, let's take a look at her weapon. What weapon should you give her? Well, this weapon that I currently have equipped is my choice of weapon for Amber. As you can see, it increases damage against weak spots by 30%. That is exactly what I am building her around to do, to stand in place and shoot a target's weak spot until she is forced to move, dealing maximum damage with every attack. This is especially useful against the ice flowers, and I believe also a very specific geohypostates, I think they're called, the giant cube things that are around the world. But anyway, if you take a look at their talents, you will understand why. So, her normal attack, Sharpshooter, 5 consecutive shots, and the charged attack. But if we look here, we can see that a fully charged aim shot deals 124% damage, while her 5-hit combo deals a respectable amount of damage, is the 90-ish percentage, so around 200 and something-ish on a full thing. However, as you can see here, a fully charged flaming arrow will deal pyro damage, and this is the key here, because remember, this game is entirely based on elements. And when pyro interacts with ice, I believe the ice explodes, dealing extra damage, I think. If it hits lightning, it will also cause a small explosion, dealing extra damage. Let's see, what else? If it hits water, it'll deal evaporate damage, and I believe that deals even more extra damage. I'm going to bring up my little cheat sheet here that I managed to find on the internet. Okay, so what do we have here? Vaporize deals additional damage, additional elemental damage, however, also dissipates the water, but it's not a problem if what you're fighting is naturally of that element. When fire meets electricity, it creates overload, which is a pyro AoE damage that is very good at breaking geoshields. And when it meets ice, it melts, triggering melt from a cryo or pyro attack deals increased damage. So as you can see, hitting anybody that is based on ice with Amber's fully charged arrow would deal a lot of damage, and if we hit the weak spot, even more damage, and if it lands a critical, even more damage. You'll see why later. But first, the ever-reliable Baron Bunny. So it lands on the field, it taunts everybody that it can. This also works on, let's see, on the Relic Hunters and the Relic Guardians for some odd reason, but will not work on giant truly elite monsters like the Northern Wolf Challenge or the Giant Dragon, or the plants that I mentioned earlier, or the giant cubes. When destroyed by time expiring or by basically it getting killed, it explodes, dealing pyro damage. And you can hold it for increased throw range, otherwise it just plops it right in front of her. Baron Bunny hails from a storied lineage, but Amber has stopped keeping count since Baron Bunny the 893rd. Now, Fire Rain. Basically, it's a rain of arrows, exactly like you would expect, that deals pyro damage. It actually deals a respectable amount of pyro damage, and it charges up relatively quickly. It only lasts 2 seconds, unfortunately. I would kind of like it to last a little bit longer so we can trigger elemental reactions more often, but hey, at least the damage is decent. Now, her first talent upon reaching her first ascension increases the crit rate of Fire Rain by 10%, and when necessary by 10%. Pretty unnoticeable, honestly, but hey, it's something is something. Now, this one, all the way up to Ascension level 4, aim shot hits on weak spots increase base attack by 15%. So, as you can see here, if we start building her around maximum attack and maximum weak spot damage along with some critical, she can definitely deal the damage. And Gliding Champion basically allows you and your entire party to glide for a little bit longer. Although being the only one that participates in the Gliding Championship is kind of a cop-out there. Now, let's talk about artifacts. So as you can see, the Sojourner Shed is absolutely made for Amber. So I can see the 4-piece increases charge attack crit rate by 30%. This right here is the key to this build. So by increasing our crit rate there, we can actually maximize the damage Amber can do. But let's take a look at everything that we actually have equipped. So first, this Heart of Combat ship. Let's see, we have an extra one over here. We are looking for maximum attack. This one has attack plus 9 there and critical damage, so that's why that one's there. That one's got defense, and that one's got enemy and crit rate, but that's a little on the low crit rate. Do we have any other ones? We do. Attack plus 7. So the one she currently has equipped is the best one for her. Then on feathers, we have, let's see, attack plus 28. Okay, and this will go up as we level up this feather. Excellent. That's what we're looking for. And elemental mastery and attack plus an extra rating right there. Excellent. We want both of these things. Another percentage attack, as you can see, this one's at plus 9, so it's quite a bit of it. Has a crit damage, HP, defense, energy recharge. All things she likes. This is the only one I have for the Sojourner set, so that's why that one's there. And this one, unfortunately, this one only has HP, but it does have attack plus 2.8%. Oh, look at this one here, plus 3.2. Well, oh, but that one's on Noelle. Okay, then, but... Oh, Noelle has it because it gives her defense, and defense will go up with the Adam's level. That's why Noelle has that one equipped. Do we have another one of those? We do not, unfortunately. And lastly, the crown. Let's see, we have attack plus 7 and crit damage there. That's HP and elemental mastery, not good there. And we have another one of those. So as you can see, we are essentially wearing the entire Sojourner set, but we might be able to replace this one with something else. Let's look for something that increases our attack by more than 7. Crit rate and crit damage and defense. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, attack plus 4.7. That's very nice. There we go. But that's one's on Shanling, unfortunately, and it's very nice on there. Crit damage 20%. Okay, well, I'm interested there. Let's see. That's what we have equipped. Healing bonus, defense, HP, attack. Oh, here we go. And attack plus 9. Okay, this is what we're looking for. There we go. We still have the 4-piece set equipped, but we now have even more attack. So as you can see, my Ember is level 40, and she has around 500 and something attack, which isn't as maximus as I would like her, but most of her artifacts aren't leveled up, as you can see. That one's at plus 9, but the rest are plus 0. So as you can see, Amber is definitely someone that if you invest the time into learning to play her and give her the equipment she needs in order to maximize her damage against weak spots, she can definitely pull her weight. As an example, against this flower right here, the Cryoregis Vine, she is definitely amazing because she can hit the crystals from afar, and then once the plant is in its weakened state, she can hit the head for maximum damage. I just did it right now, and she was hitting it for around 700 damage, and considering her weapon isn't even maximized, has no ascension. There we go, that's the one I was looking for. So if we go here, we can see that the weapon isn't even refined. Oh, actually, it's refined at rank 2. So that's why it's at 30%. But the base damage is decent. The crit damage is very nice. So yes, this is the build you definitely want to give her. So yeah, Amber. Wait, what's her name? What is Pyro Amber? What is her title? They wouldn't tell us her title. How sad. Well, anyway, that's Amber, the Pyro Archer from the very beginning of the game that hopefully you now see a little bit in the better light and don't just discard her as soon as you get another fire person, or Pyro. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this useful, and if you have any other character you want me to take a look at, unfortunately I haven't actually pulled any interesting characters so far other than Shanling. Please leave it in the comments, and we will see you next time.